Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading for the collective. What does our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors have to say? We got bring love into the situation. And what else do we have, Spirit? What else do we have for the collective? What's the most important messages they need to hear? You know, funny enough, when I started shuffling this deck, I saw them meditate and contemplate. And I believe yesterday, if you didn't watch yesterday's reading, you need to go back and watch yesterday's reading because this was in the exact same position as it is in this reading. So this might be a runoff of yesterday's reading, and hold your vision, okay? Bottom of the deck, what do you need to release? You're going to have to release something. No victory without sacrifice. I'm almost getting the look at the bigger picture card too, which has to do with, I believe, the full moon in Sagittarius. So with that said, overall energy, what do you need to release? Okay. Is this a person? Is it a job? Is it a way of thinking? Is it a relationship? Is it an addiction? What is it that you need to release? Maybe you need to be more loving to yourself. Maybe you've been sitting on the fence going, should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? And Spirit saying, like, if you want different results, you're going to have to do different things. So hold your vision on what you would like to receive, what you would like to fill in. It's almost like when you let one thing go, you better know what you want to put in its place, okay? So what else do we have for the collective, Spirit? Like I said, I almost get somebody here who's like literally going in circles with what it is that they want to co-create with Spirit. So again, we've got the co-create, we've got the here and now, one more card for the collective. And we've got imagine. Hold your vision on whatever it is that you're imagining. And bottom of the deck, happy. What do you need to release that's going to help you with your happiness, right? Some things don't make us happy. You know, at the end of the day, we can't marry potential. Oh, but they make me happy when things are good. When things are good, but that doesn't mean that they're good all the time. And maybe the bad times outweigh the good times. Whether, again, that's with a relationship, a job, where you live even, okay? So it's a matter of looking at the red flags and seeing what those things are and going, you know, whatever it is that I've been turning a blind eye to is what's going to end up breaking me up with this situation in the end. So this is about really co-creating with Spirit. It's like you take one step towards the gods, they take 10 steps towards you. I feel like you need to use your inner wisdom, your intuition, because I do feel like you have a vision. Maybe you've been having visions through your dream space. It's not really saying what this is. Maybe for some of you, it's like you want to, bring in a new relationship, but you're going to have to let something go in order for something new to come in. What do we have here? The Princess of Spring, optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. It's time to go after your dreams, do something that expands your horizons, and let your creativity take flight. Doing what you love, it's almost like, when you're not when you're not in love, you're not creative, right? If you're not in love with your job, you're only going in just because it's what's expected of you. And I got to go pay the bills. The Princess of Spring is somebody who is enthusiastic, optimistic, like ready for a new adventure, right? Like ready to go out and create something new for themselves. What else do we have here, Spirit? We've got the Three of Winter. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Oh, goodness. I have to let something go so something new can come in. Poor me. Like, the Three of Swords is the severance. And I feel like, otherwise you're going to be unsuccessful because the Chariot did come out in the reverse. Maybe that's your problem, is that you don't believe in yourself. So you don't believe that things can change. In the upright, it says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. Okay, that's in the upright. In the reverse, it's like you're not going anywhere until you make these decisions, until you make the decision to have that severance from whatever this is. Bottom of the deck, I love this. We've got the Star, and we also have in a different deck, as you can well see, these are two separate decks. We have the Star here with the Aquarius. Aquarius is representative of the Star. The Star talks about looking to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So it's like, you're trying to be optimistic. You know what needs to go, what needs to leave your life. For some of you, you need to file for divorce. Maybe you've been married. Maybe you live at a distance from this person. I feel like the stars are aligning for changes to occur in your life. So maybe you're getting prompted. You're seeing everybody in your sphere, filing divorce papers, yet you're still married to somebody that you're not supposed to be married to. You're in separation, probably haven't seen them, probably don't even live in the same county anymore. You're holding on. Also with the star, this could be about, something at a distance from you. Maybe it's, this could be about traveling as well. I'm almost getting, for some of you, this is about traveling. Some of you, if you are moving, you need to let go of some of your possessions, okay? You need to let go of your possessions. You're going to have to make room for new stuff to come in, especially like when you're moving to a new place. Does your style even represent who you are anymore? And if it doesn't, maybe it's time for you to think about, well, gosh, I'd really like to decorate this way, new environment, new space, new me. And your home should represent all of the above, okay? So it's all about using your imagination and holding that vision. Listen, I feel like you can turn this chariot upright. All you have to do is be willing to make sacrifices. Stop going in circles. Well, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Pisces is about letting go. Maybe this is letting go of a friendship. Maybe that friendship's freaking toxic. You guys are just not on the same page anymore. Free yourself up because new friendships can come in. Maybe you've been volunteering and you're not, your heart's not in it. Maybe it's time for you to start thinking about where else you'd like to volunteer your time. So again, I do feel like this chariot card can be put in the upright, but it's a matter of letting one thing go. And I feel like you're just sitting on the fence about it. Do I keep doing what I've done in the past, or am I ready for, that change for the future? So I do feel like some doors are closing and new doors are trying to open, especially when I'm seeing that egg there. The egg represents new beginnings, and I feel like only being in the relationships where there is love, only being in a job where you love what you're doing, you're passionate about what you're doing. That's what the Prince of or Princess of Spring represents, as being passionate, enthusiastic, feeling energetic, feeling excited. And maybe for some of you, maybe you're just like, you know what? I'm actually excited to walk away from this relationship. Even though it's scary and it can be quite painful, but it's almost like you have to know that what you're letting go of is for the greater good, because you can't hold on to, have a whole bunch of shit in your hands and then expect to bring on more. Your arms are already full. You got to let something go in order to bring in something new. So, yeah, I'm definitely getting like a change in the wind for a lot of you. You're definitely sitting between worlds right now. You're going to have to let things go in order for these new things to come through. What's the motivation for the collective? What do we have here? We got two. We do not need to wait for more resources. We need to act, and we will find abundance will come to us. So it's almost like, well, I can't do that until I have more money, or I can't do that until this thing happens. And Spirit's like, no, you need to do that anyway and just align to it, because if you're willing to make that decision. I was talking to my cousin this morning, and she was like, well, I can't, move away from here because the rent is really cheap, and and I'm like, yeah, but the house is falling down around you. You need to look at things from a completely different perspective. So what you're saying is, oh, I can't leave this house because it's cheap. Yeah, the reason why it's cheap is because it's falling in around you. It's falling apart. Because otherwise, probably the health department would come in and say, hey, like, we need to condemn this place until the floors are fixed or whatever. So it's like, think about that for a second. Like, why are you holding on to something that no longer serves you? Listen, you got to believe in yourself and do what makes you happy. And when you are aligned to that, the universe will give you more to be happy about. Next card is the declarations. Number one, Meet life with full presence and power. I've never gotten this card. Number 2, reclaim your agenda. Number 3, defeat your demons. Number 4, advance with abandon. Number 5, practice joy and gratitude. Number 6, do not break integrity. Number 7, amplify love. Number 8, inspire greatness. And number 9, slow time. So I'm going to leave that here, subject to interpretation. You need to release something for your wishes to come true. That's what this is saying. Hold your vision. Know that it can come to you only if you're willing to make the sacrifices necessary in order for those things to happen. Anyway, whatever that is for you, everybody, it's going to be different. For some of you, it's all of the above. Anyway, talk to you guys later.